Am I married to a spiritual spouse because I have sex in dreams? Let me share with you a story a brother once shared with me. A mysterious being who have sex with him. Many people who experience these dreams often report waking up feeling oppressed, drained, and fearful. These dreams are not just symbolic, they are strategic attacks. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask Pastor Isaac. In this episode, we're dealing with the subject of sex in dreams. The question that's is, am I married to a spiritual spouse because I have sex in dreams? If you are interested in this topic and topics like this, please subscribe to this channel as we answer these questions periodically. It's going to be a series on dreams where we answer various questions. I'd like you to stay to the end of this video because I have a special gift for you at the end of the video. Smash the notification button so that you'll be notified when the next episode is up. Let's get to it. One of the most common yet least discussed type of dreams among believers is the experience of sex in dreams. Whether people talk about it or not, almost everyone at one point in their life had this experience. For some, it's brushed off as just biology. For some, it raises deep spiritual concern. The truth is this: not all sex in dreams are demonic, but some are. And knowing the difference is essential for every believer who is walking in spiritual awareness. Let me share with you a story a brother once shared with me. He shared with me that anytime he's on the brink of a major breakthrough, whether a job offer, ministry promotion, or financial open doors, he would have a vivid dream where a mysterious being will have sex with him. Without fail, everything falls apart after those dreams. The closer he was to the breakthrough, the more aggressive and seductive those dreams were. Eventually, he recognized it for what he was: a demonic cycle of spiritual manipulation disguised in the form of intimacy. Sadly, this is not a rare case. Countless people have reported such cycles, particularly those coming out of occultic backgrounds. Some were spiritually married to gods, goddesses, and ancestral spirits. These entities will come to them at night, not only to control, but to enforce unseen spiritual covenants made through sex in the spiritual realm. Others have no knowledge of any spiritual history. All they know is that something comes to them at night to have sex with them. This is why it is necessary to discern the source of dreams so you can be able to respond to them with truth, prayer, and whenever necessary, deliverance. Generally, there are two categories of sexual dreams. These are: 1, desire-driven sex dreams; 2, demonic sex dreams. Let's explore each one of them more in detail. Desire-based sex dreams are natural responses of the body and mind, not demonic in origin. These dreams often arise when the body has been sexually active in the past and is now in a state of abstinence. In such cases, the body may attempt to express and satisfy desires during sleep, leading to what is known as wet dreams. This is particularly common in young adults and individuals who have transitioned into celibacy, purity, or abstinence after a history of sexual activity. These dreams are more about physical and psychological release rather than spiritual warfare. There is no need to feel guilty or assume you are spiritually compromised with such dreams. However, it is still wise to pray over your heart and mind, especially if the dream causes guilt or unrest. Even though the dream itself may not be demonic, it reveals aspects of your soul that need sanctification. Now, how do you identify desire-based sex dreams? There are a few indicators I'm going to give you. One is that the dream is usually vague and non-aggressive. 2, the dream may be centered on sensation or desire rather than a physical, visual interaction. Number 3, often you may not see a clear entity or face, only the sensation of climax. 4, if a person appears in this kind of dream, it's usually someone you're familiar with or someone you've thought of. Number 5, there are no negative spiritual consequences afterwards. You simply have a dream and move on. These dreams reflect the human soul's capacity for longing and imagination. They don't always invite deep spiritual warfare, but they may invite deep moments of reflection, renewal, and spiritual discipline. The second type of sex in dreams are the demonic sex dreams. Demonic sex dreams are vastly different. These are spiritually charged encounters that involve entities, often disguised as human partners or animals. These are not born out of biological desires, but they are intentional spiritual manipulations. Demonic spiritual entities seeking to initiate or reinforce spiritual covenants. Many people who experience these dreams often report waking up feeling oppressed, drained, and fearful. Some even wake up paralyzed, physically wet, or deeply unsettled in their souls. Often these dreams are repetitive, occur during spiritual high points, or come right before significant breakthroughs, which are mysteriously sabotaged afterward. These dreams are not just symbolic, they are strategic attacks. They may indicate a spiritual spouse, also called a spiritual husband or wife, which is a demonic entity that claims spiritual right over an individual through recurring sexual activity in dreams. I'm going to give you 6 ways to identify demonic sex dreams. 1, you clearly see or feel the presence of an entity, often a stranger, animal, or unexplained force. 2, the sex is often aggressive, bizarre, and unnatural. 3, you may feel unable to stop it, like you are under spiritual pressure or paralysis. After the dream, you wake up tired, ashamed, or emotionally drained, or physically affected. 5, you may notice a pattern of loss, delay, or misfortune following the dream. Number 6, sometimes the entity speaks, claiming ownership over you or threatening consequences. These dreams are signs of demonic interference and spiritual bonding. If left unaddressed, they can open the door to greater spiritual oppression or soul fragmentation or covenantal ties that affect relationships, finances, or physical health. Now, if you want more of this subject regarding dreams, I deal with the subject in depth in my new book, Understanding the Language of Dreams. In this book, you will see how to deal with these dreams, prayers that will help you deal with these dreams, how to respond in authority. The link will be in the comment section. You can get it on Amazon. I recommend this book, Understanding the Language of Dreams. God bless you.